Jane. Right, here's your little video for you to do when you're at home. Hopefully it's going to be beneficial for you. It's all stuff that we've done before so that you're familiar with, but just to give you a reminder of things that are quite basic exercises that you can do anytime. So let's start straight away with just a little bit of dynamic stretch just to get you moving. So let's do that by way of, like we normally do, some big arm circles are always really useful. We can do 2 or 1 for getting back the shoulders. So this is really great for posture as well. So making sure that you're all ready for the day. If you do this in the morning, it'll be a really good start to your day, but also just to get you moving before your exercises. We're not going to spend a long time on these, just a little bit, because we're not lifting weights and stuff, but we are going to be doing body weight stuff. So you want to be making sure that you're ready, and especially if you haven't been up very long, then you want to make sure that you've got yourself going. This would be a good one for first thing in the morning. Let's change sides on those side bends, taking it over, and over, and over. That rain came on your last session. I said, oh, it looks like it's going to rain. And I think it was about 20 minutes after you left, half an hour, and round the other way. And then the rain came. Well, I hope you're going to have some nice weather in the Lake District, but I guess you just make the best of it anyway, really. Legs nice and wide apart. Let's do opposite hand reach to opposite foot. Stand tall in between so we get that muscle through its full range of motion. So I'm recording this on some good recording equipment, so hopefully you should have some good sound quality, and I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and hopefully then you can just have a link and it'll be available whenever you want it. Okay, so let's do 2 reaches in the middle, exhale, and then as we inhale we lift up tall and over, exhale down, inhale reach, get into these nice and gradually. This is a really great one for first thing in the morning actually, because it just gets your whole body woken up. And one more. And let's do some little rotations just to get into the spine. Gradually encouraging a little bit more movement if we can. Okay, so we're going to head down to the mat now or onto your floor. All of this can just be done on the floor anyway, to be honest. Now at this point you could always add some cat and cows in if you wanted to, but we're going to crack straight on with, actually no, I will have you on the front. Look, I'm indecisive as ever, nothing changes, right? So I'm going to have you on your front, and let's just go lay down fully on your front with your arms bent at 90 degrees to your sides, and we're just going to inhale, and as we exhale just lift up to stretch out and down. Exhale, lift, inhale, down. Exhale, lift, inhale, down. If you can, push up onto hands and get a little bit more, then do. And if your back feels a bit too stiff for this, then don't worry. This is a really good stretch down the front into the abs, which will warm you up nicely for your core, but also it's really nice on the back as well, but not if you're stressing it. Last one. Okay, let's go up onto all fours actually and take this so you can just do a few cat and cows. So tuck in. Oh, that feels nice after that last one. And then dip the back, chin comes up. Okay, back we go again. Chin goes in, reaching up out of those shoulders. And dip the back, chin comes up, pushing the tailbone away. Just do a couple more. And dip. Okay, from here we're going to go straight into our little mini press ups now, where we keep the bottom really high, just taking the chest down for 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 for 6 and 5, 4, nearly there, 3, 2, 1, And let's go over onto our backs. That's got us ready because we're going to do the version up from that on the press ups in your routine. So onto your back, let your back settle for a moment. And then from here, feet are flat on the floor, arms are just relaxed at your side. Just take a moment to take a couple of nice deep breaths and let your back just relax and settle. Alright, let's bring our arms out to the sides, knees and feet together. Gently drop the knees to one side and turn away with your head in the opposite direction. Let's come back over to centre and over the other way. So just take this as far as you feel comfortable to do, and if you get any feeling of restriction in your back, Jane, then I want you to stop and just hug your knees into your chest, and it may be just taking it a little bit too far. And that can vary from day to day, and depending on what you've done as well the day before, how easy you feel getting into these back stretches. But you wanted stretches added in, so I want to make sure that I do add in stretches for you, as well as a little bit of strength work. And let's do one more. Let's hug both of those knees into your chest. And now slide your hands down your shins towards your ankles and just open the legs apart from each other a little. And now squash yourself into your mat. It's a nice lower back stretch. Ooh, just can get a little bit deeper this way rather than just the normal knee hug. Really squash yourself. Lovely. And relax your feet down. A little bit of a core warmer. Arms just relax at your sides now. Engage your core. So belly button gently to spine. Tip your pelvis gently so that your back is no longer arched. One foot comes up, keep the back down. 2 feet come up, keep the back down. Now with your back gently making contact with that mat at all times. We inhale. And as we exhale, we nudge the knees away and back. Push them out and back. Now making sure the focus is always on your back, and the way to keep your back down is to have your core nice and strong, your abs are nice and tight. And I know you find these ones hard because you told me in your last session. But keep going, Jane. Breathing out, push away, breathing in, bring them closer. You can do this. We're going to go for 3 more. So for 3, bring it back, and 2, strong in those abs. Last one, bring in those knees and hug them in. Lovely, well done, Jane. Good, good, good. Okay, so from here, let's do the little marching ones now. So we start in the same position, so legs roughly in tabletop, engaging that core, most importantly. So tip that pelvis. Oh, now I'm ready. Now I can feel I'm really tight at the front here. Someone could come and punch me. I'm ready for them. All right, I'm going to tap one foot down and then bring it back to the start point. Tap the other foot down, bring it back to the start. So breathe out as you push the leg down, because that's when you're going to have to really work into your abs. Breathe out, breathe in as you recover the leg back up. Well done. Keep going. A few more sets of these. Now, these are strange, aren't they? Because it just looks so easy. If somebody walked into the room now and saw you doing this, they'd think, wow, what's all that about? But if they do them, and they do them properly, and they really have got their core engaged, well, they're really, really testing, aren't they? And hug your knees in. Are you actually answering me when I ask you a question, I wonder? I'd love to be able to see you right now. Okay, let's take those hands down towards the ankles again, open the legs apart a little bit and squash ourselves into the mat again. Fantastic. Okay, from here I feel like we're ready to do a little bit more work. So we're going to start with some glute bridges. Everything we do now we're going to repeat, okay? So feet on the floor, hands relaxed at your side, squeeze your butt, so you have your feet fairly close to your bottom, squeeze your butt and lift those hips up and drop them back down. Squeeze and lift
and down. We're doing about 12 of these, squeeze and lift, but please appreciate that I'm talking to you at the same time, so I'm very likely to get it wrong, and I know that you will know I've got it wrong. And I think we both know I'm just going to get it wrong, right? I think this is about number 5. Right, now you've done a few, so let's see if you can really get those hips up a little bit higher. Are your shoulders and neck relaxed? If you're tensing them, think about that. Relax your hands, don't grip the mat or the floor or anything else. I've really lost the count now. It's got to be about 8, right? Let's pretend that's 9. We're not returning our bottom fully to the floor each time, almost to the floor. And we're going to do one more. Squeeze the bottom, lift. Let's hold it up this time. Hold it high, squeeze your bottom muscles as hard as you can. Squeeze, 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 and let's pulse. 10, 9, 8, squeeze. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down we go, and hug your knees in nice and tight. Okay, that's brilliant. Well done you. That's quite hard, I feel. Okay, from here, we're going to go into our push-ups. So we're going to do the harder version now than we did, still on our knees, but where we angle the hips. You've got to make sure you've got your body set up in the right position. So turn yourself over, hands slide away from you a little bit, and the knees are crossed. Okay, so we've got a nice angle on the body here. We haven't got the bottom pushed back like that. We want those hips forward, forming a straight line, so that when we take it down, our whole body goes down. We're going to do 10 of these, Jane. You ready? Let's go. 10, 9, pull in your stomach muscles, it will help. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Just sit back into a child pose because it feels the natural thing to do. Stretch those fingertips away, sink your bottom down into your heels and relax. Okay, up we come. Right, laying back down on our tummy now. We're going to go into a back extension. We'll take it a little bit further now. So we're going to have our hands, fingertips to temples. Inhale. And as you exhale, we lift. Now, I don't have very much extension on my back, as you'll see now in this video. I can't get very high at all, but we keep working on it, and it's just to do with the shape of my spine. Up we go. See if we can start to bring those elbows back a little bit, squeezing the shoulder blades together. So lift as you exhale, and breathing in as you go back down. Squeezing into that back. Let's do 2 more. And 1. And again, let's take it into a little child pose just to stretch off. Wonderful. Right, we're going to do our dead bugs now. Over onto your back again. Same position with the legs. They came up into tabletop, arms stretched to the ceiling. Engage your core. You knew I was going to say that next, right? Nice and tighten those abs. Exhale, take that arm and leg away. Inhale, back. There we go, and the other side. And back. Focus on your core. Is your back starting to arch? If it is, you can either stop and reset yourself, or just don't take the legs so far. These are not easy, I know, but with the knee nudges and the marches that you've already done, then, and we're going to do a plank as well, if you do these on a regular basis, you're going to soon get that nice strong core. That's not just important for, it's not about how you look with the core, it's about your everything in your life. It affects everything you do. Strong core will just really set you up. Let's do 1 more. Ooh. And hug the knees in and release everything off. Have a little rock around if you want to on the base of that spine. That feels nice. Okay, we're going to come up now into a standing position. Right, if you've got your wedge with you on holiday, you can use a wedge now. If you don't, well, let's just try without. And we're going to go into some squats. We're going to do 10 full squats
and then 15 pulses. Okay, I'll stand back here because you might see me better, but I might be a bit not such good quality squats because this is a bit squashy, as you know, this mat. Right, are you ready? Okay, let's go. Let's take it down. Get your hips back. Squeeze your bottom at the top. Push the heels into the ground. Unclunking of it. Oh, did you hear that click? We've got one more full one. Hold it down. Put your hands wherever you want, and we pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish, and up we come. Now I know my counting was a bit skew-iff there. I was counting down from 10 and then counting down from 5, but the first set I did in my head. So that just came out as complete bonkers, but you're used to that, right? So anyway, Paula's style of counting. Okay, say no more. Right, back down onto the mat. We're going to do some triceps now, just a little bit of upper body. You can do these obviously on a bench, on a seat if it's stable, or on a coffee table if it's the right sort of height for you. But otherwise, if you don't have anything like that, I'm going to show you can do them on the floor. So sitting on your bottom, fingertips face you, and then the easy version is we rock back, the elbows down towards the mat, and push through the heels to sit back up. Now they're nowhere near as hard as doing on a coffee table or a step. So if you've got something like that, like the stairs or something, you could do these. But another version that's harder on the floor if you don't have a step is, if you still feel strong enough, you lift your bottom and then you bend the elbows just to dip up and down. Okay, those are really hard. Now I'm not moving my hips, I'm not doing that. My bottom's not moving in terms of I'm not moving it, it's just my arms. But you can do a few of those, or you can carry on. And if you've gone to a bench now, carry on doing your tricep dips if you can. And if your wrists hurt doing it, then do these little versions that I've just shown you, where we just rock back, push the heels into the ground to activate those triceps at the back of your arms and push up. Just keep doing them, Jane, keep doing them so you've done a few more. And we'll leave it there. And we're going to now, I'm going to get you to pause the recording, and I want you to do a plank to exhaustion. So your plank, I'll just remind you, on your forearms, and then you're going to push up onto your toes. Don't dip your bottom down and don't stick it up in the air, but most importantly, don't let it dip down, all right? A nice straight line, head in line with your spine, pull in your abs, hold everything in nice and tight, and hold it for as long as you can. But pause this, and I want you to just do it to failure. And when you can't do any more, put the video back on. Okay, so hopefully you've done your plank. I'm not sure how long you've done it for. You might not have even recorded it, and it doesn't matter. That's absolutely fine, but we're going to start again from the beginning now, okay? So we're going to do one more set of everything. All right, so let's start with our glute bridges. So lay yourself down on the floor, feet close to the bottom, arms relaxed at your side, squeeze your butt and lift and down. Squeeze and lift and down. Keep working on getting those hips as high as you can and squeezing that bottom as if your life depended on it. I'm not quite sure why your life might depend on it, but just imagine it does. And then you might squeeze harder. We'll do a few more full ones and then we'll hold it high and hold for a while. This time then up we come, squeeze now, keep the hips up high, don't move. Squeeze your bottom, don't let go. Easy just to relax here and think, oh, this isn't so bad. But squeeze for all you're worth. Okay, now we're going to pulse, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down, and hug your knees in. I feel like maybe we did 15 pulses last time, but well, maybe we held it for a bit longer first. Okay. I apologise if my voice, just constant talking, is annoying you. You can put me on mute, because you could just follow me. That I won't be offended. I'd never know, to be fair, so. Alright, okay, so we've done that. Glute bridges. Now we're going onto our fronts for our push-ups. We're going to do 10 push-ups,
On our knees, walk those hands forward so that the hips come down. All right, don't have the hips back here, hips come down. I'll just give you a moment to get yourself in place. And we're going to go for 10 of these. You ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, abs in tight, 5. How low can you go? 3, is that bottom coming down with you? I hope so. 2, last 1, child pose, bottom to heels, push those fingertips away and relax here. Oh, this just feels the best after doing press-ups. All right, up we come. So what's next? It's going to be our back extensions. So lay on your front. Let's do a different sort, just for a bit of variety. Have your arms close to you at your sides. I'm going to have the palms facing down onto the floor and your body's in a lovely straight line. As you lift your upper body, rotate your hands so that your hands face inwards. And then as you go down, palms face down to the mat again. So we lift, turn the palms in, slight pause, and down. Relax the palms onto the floor. This one's called a dart extension. You're just kind of making yourself look a little bit like a dart, I suppose, if you have an imagination. But we all know they have very strange names for these things, but this kind of does look a little bit like a dart. Squeeze and hold. Just working slightly different way into the back when you do different arm positions. Let's do 3 more. And again, let's take it into our child pose just to stretch off a little bit. Okay, onto your back then, dead bugs. Not going to pause in between, just going to get straight on with this. As soon as you're ready, core connection, engage that core, tip the pelvis, squeeze your abs, legs to tabletop, arms to the ceiling, and as soon as you're ready, join in, we're going. Focus on that back. Let's do one more. And again, hug your knees in. Rock around a little bit on your spine. Okay, take hold of the backs of your thighs. We're sitting up and we're going to do our squats. All right, as soon as you're up and ready, 10 full squats and 15 pulsing squats. Right, are you ready? Just give you a moment. All right, let's go. You've got your weights ready? Okay, let's go. Three and 2. Last one, we're going to hold it down and pulse. 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it a little longer. And up. Oh, shake off those legs. Oh. Right, triceps. Either make your way to your coffee table or your step or whatever you want to do them on, or join me on the mat for some little lower level ones. And when you're ready, hands, fingertips facing forwards, rocking back towards the elbows, push through the heels to sit tall. Back and push. And if you're doing the dips, you know those ones, make sure your bottom stays close to the table or whatever you're dipping down off. Okay, so we'll stop there. You're going to pause the video and you're going to plank to failure once more. And as soon as you've done that, put the video back on. We're almost finished. We're just going to do a little bit more stretch and join me then. Okay, so hopefully you've done your plank. Hopefully that went well and you managed it good and strong like you did on the first round. But that will definitely come with practice and will make you strong. It's a full body workout for a plank. It's really great for working everything. So keep that going. We're just going to do a little bit of stretch now on our mats to start with. So if you have, I don't know if you have a dressing gown cord or a strap or something. If you do, it would be really handy. Excuse me a minute, I've gone out of sight, I expect. Or you may even have a yoga strap, if you have such a thing. Use that now and pop it around your left foot, okay? Just relax your right foot, even if it's a dressing gown cord or even a dog lead would do it, and just start to work that left leg in and out from your body. So we're keeping the leg nice and straight. Nice and straight. You feel a little stretch before you release it away. Stretch and release, and this time we're going to hold it in. Just hold it in for a few seconds. So a lovely deep stretch down the back of the leg. If you have nothing you can use, just use your hands and hold it and bring it in and out like this. But you can just get so much more range if you use a strap. If not though, like I say, use your hand holding it. You should be holding yours nice and still now, even though I started waggling mine around. Fantastic. Pop your right foot in there now and release the left foot, or just hold the leg if you want to and start to work that leg in and out. We're just preparing the muscle for a nice deep stretch. That's why we take it in and then we take it away. Take it in and take it away. We exhale, it comes in, we inhale, it goes away. And this time we're going to hold it in, so the point where you feel like a stingy feeling down the back of the leg. It's quite uncomfortable when you're stretching deeply, but it shouldn't cause pain. If it hurts, then release it a little bit. If it still hurts, then that's your body saying don't do it. Doesn't want to do that today. Lovely. So I actually will show you something, and this is only going to work if you've got a strap or something, but I'm going to just quickly show you it. You can pop it round one foot, okay, because I know you have tight quads. And then what you can do is to roll onto your front and bring the strap over your shoulders. Is this going to work with this? I might regret doing this on a video. Sorry. Okay, so we come onto the front and then basically you can pull your leg in. Can you see? You can pull on the straps and pull your leg in towards your body, and then you get a lovely quad stretch. You can get in really deep that way, and you can just hold it, and then you can do the same on the other leg. Okay, but I don't know if you've got a strap, so I'm not going to make you sit through the whole of that if you don't actually have anything that you can use. Right, so moving on from that one, let's do a bottom stretch. So you're going to basically sit up and just put your weight onto your arms, and then put one foot just above the knee of the other leg. Okay. That might feel enough stretch for you. What we're aiming for, if I turn around, is a stretch here, the leg that's bent across into your bottom. So if that's enough, then that's enough. If it's too much, walk that other leg away and take it lower, okay? But if you need more, then we lift the bottom and towards the foot, and then you get closer and you feel more stretch, and you can lean your chest into it if you want to give it even more. But to be honest with you, that's probably enough. We're going to hold it here and breathe into it. And then we're going to release out of it and change legs. So pop the other foot just above the knee and just bend that straight leg. Then we lift our bottoms and we move it in and hold it there, or bring the chest in. If it's too much, just pop your bottom back a bit, wherever you feel that lovely stretch. Fantastic. All right, we're going to come to the standing now, Jane, just to finish off our stretches. So we've done some nice lower body stretches for the quads, for the hamstrings and for the bottom. And another one you can do actually is if you sit on the bench with your leg crossed over and then just lean into it while you're sat down. That's another good one. But we're going to do a little shoulder stretch, just a little one here. We've not worked too much into the shoulders. Yes, we have with our press ups and our planks, so we will do a little bit
of a shoulder stretch, and the other arm. And we're going to finish by doing some big arm circles. Make it really nice and big. Inhale as you reach up. Push those arms away. Get a really big stretch. And now we're going to just add a little knee bend. Exhale down. Inhale up. See if you can get down a bit lower with those arms sweeping around. Nice and wide, and this is the last one. Bring it up nice and tall, clasp your hands together, take it to one side. Hold it here and breathe. Back up to centre, over the other side. Back up to centre, push the palms of your hands away and shake out those arms. And I think that will do you. So that's 2 rounds. If you wanted to, you could rewind it and do a 3rd round as well. Or you could just do 1 if you don't have much time. So hopefully that's about half an hour. Hopefully that will be plenty for you. You could make that up to an hour if you wanted to repeat it, some of it, but or 45 minutes at least. But if not, if you want it shorter, if you haven't got half an hour, just do 1 round, or just pick bits out that you want to do and just wind through the rest. All right, have a really great holiday, and see you when you're back.